trying to figure out where we have speakers at. Where are the speakers at? Alright, so that one up there actually has its own speaker system. Let me see something. Okay. First things first, I'm going to transfer my company's ILEG technology screen. That is the Visual Tech TV technology panel system. At 15% completed. Yeah, it's not commercials here.
17. Still up.
Next week we will start the process of 50% completed on it. This is going to be a front projection visual screen. Has the ability, as you can see, to absorb tons of light. We have a light lamp in front of it, directly in front of it, and I'm about to build me another bar system at 6K. 6K of LED light, including the 24,000 in the ceiling. Let's see. All right. Projector we're using the demonstration. It's an Epson Powerlight S6. Price tag for us, $16.25. projector. It's a design technology that's extremely advanced. Does not cost a lot of money to run the projectors off of it. So one of the questions we were asked, we had the meeting today, how much does it cost to run a projector off of it? What advancements can it give to the projector? I want to build me a splatter screen too. I need one. I need a splatter screen. Let me see if I can bring something. Go from there. Oh, take the flowers. Okay, good. Why do we call ILEG one of the most powerful games? Because demonstrations we have the screen outside on 300 lumens, 720p pico projector was able to pull an image outside at 9 o'clock, which was counted, and 12 o'clock, which is counted. We still have to do 5. So we're going to be extending the screen. Extending the screen at 2 more 24 by 36, and then we're going to come in with bigger panels at 36 by 72 and cover the entire section here. And this technology, I'm actually in the process of building a invisible frame so we can attach it to, and we're bringing in a ViewSonic 235.1 to expand it from one end to the next. And then we got more people to bring in. Time to start building the bigger ones. Oh, wait. One right here. One right here. Oh, I think I found one. This one? Oh, the vendor's license. I'm looking for this. What kind of license? Microphones are now on the side. Let's see what microphones are setting. Another thing they were interested in, and mind you, this is the city that was here. They involve everything, and they conduct businesses and help them get grants, exposure, all kinds of funding, so their companies can grow. And they were in this environment, look at everything we had here. So if you notice, my bookcase is made out of United States postal boxes. They saw that. Did I get cited? Did I get fined? No, at all. As a matter of fact, they were interested in these. I kept staring at these computers. Never seen anything like them. Like, what are those? Where'd you buy them from? We made those PCs over there. They're made out of boxes, the same boxes over there. I said that before. If we were doing anything wrong, see all that campaigning on negative nonsense, you don't go anywhere. You wasted your time. You can't get arrested for that. I got people who work for the post office that have seen these things. No, you get arrested for that. But anyway, people believe what they want to believe, and you want to waste your time, that's your life at the end of the day. Let's move on. I had to get something else. But yeah, they like those PCs over there. We might think about running a business out of that. All right, let me see. You get the mics in the right? Let's see if I can give it. OLED, the perfect black. So the whole purpose of this technology is to replace TVs, and one of them we're interested in replacing is the LG TV that has that front projection technology. The only problem with that, and the research I've done on it, is that it cannot produce the contrast level when it goes invisible. This technology can. All right, we'll get something for this. Get this done. Yeah, waste of time. Can't get back. The weather's nice tomorrow. We're going out to play. I still have to get my 5 o'clock reading. And it's nice to tell them that all the projectors we purchased in our environment were under $200. If I had told them that, hey, look, to operate this, we have to be in a much darker environment. We're going to have to maybe calibrate a projector, and a projector could easily cost us $3,000. That doesn't sound very appetizing. It means to say we have to spend more money in order to opt for our technology to work. Actually, we cost them less than the projectors you're using in their environment right now. When it comes up, this is what the Coca-Cola container on the other side. Show how transparent the technology is. It's a dangerous place to have a bottle of water. Right next to a projector. I'm not going to go back into waste time because we already know what was wasted, so let's move on. We have things to do. Try to get my business cards coming in. Oh, an entire container of almond glue over here. I didn't even know it. light can shoot to the back of the screen, it can't affect it. So the light's hitting both the front and back at the same time. I need me another one of those lamps. I need to put lights on both sides of that. I'm gonna pop over to my store tomorrow. Get me another lamp. So we mentioned the world's most powerful game. I think it's no joke. That's why it's called infusion light energy gain. It uses the light in the environment. If you design a game that is designed to work with light in the environment, you don't have to worry about the screen washing out or fading. That's what does the sunlight when it strikes it. It uses it. Now, the guy was asking at the end of the day, if we turn out all the lights, does this change the screen? No. Because you're sitting in the middle of a black hole, because you actually do have light physically in an area that's super dark. There's still light in there. Closer to the intent. It's right up in there. Doesn't phase it one bit. No, that's why I said, at the end of the day, we have all this other technology we making here, but that's the one you have to keep your eye on. If you're a company, you may want to keep your eye on that one. So that is part of the AdTech technology, and again, that's 67 versions of itself. Stage 1 at 15% completed. It can go anywhere it wants to go. $16.25 a projector. And my lumen count on my projector is 2200 lumens. 600 by 800 SVGA projector, about as low as you can get. Not even of an HDMI port. That's the expression, the excitement that I've got when I looked at how much money we're spending on machines in here. Your projectors are way. It was not a city. A projector bought by the city. It was a very expensive machine. Yep, get a lot of money for those machines. Well, it'll save people a lot of money. Hey, Taco. It's another version of you on the screen. It's got a big fat head. It's bigger than yours. It's bigger than yours. You got it right now. It's got a neck like a football player. Here's my projector. Epson. There is the model number. Doesn't have an HDMI port, using an adapter. That's how much light makes contact with the screen. Light is also penetrating on the other side also too. Pretty soon I'm going to straighten it out in a few minutes. So light's pushing through both sides. It's hitting the front and back at the exact same time. Here we have the overhead killers at 24,000. And the screen is not phased. We're going to be picking up another lamp tomorrow and put it on the opposite side to push light right through the other side.
Get everything for every party on Amazon.
What do you call hand-smashed Angus beef ribs, seared to perfection, and topped with melted...
impressive piece of technology, isn't it? 15% completed. That's it they're looking at right now. Lord, show me what these things look like at 100%. It's beyond this world. Screen right now is at baby steps. I'm going to be increasing the light around that screen. So right now, that screen, we have 2 of those at 6,000, so that would bring us up to around 12,000. We're bringing in another 2 to bring it to 24,000 that will actually hit that screen. Outside, our readings on this technology at Pico projectors, right now we have 9 o'clock locked in, which is what we needed, and 12 o'clock. The last one we need is 4, and we're done. Those are the peak hours where light is actually at its strongest outside. When we hit 12 o'clock is no longer 100,000, it's 120,000 lux of light that strike the screen. And you see no color change, nothing. Even with the light sitting right next to the screen, where it's the front and the back at the same time, even with the light on top. And this is the same surface that we taped up there and hit it with that projector, then it doesn't phase it. As a matter of fact, why don't we do that demonstration too? Are we doing this one? Where is that? Oh, we need tape. Ah. Wait, what time is it? Oh, hey, I can go get tape. I know exactly where to buy it from too. I'm going back. I'm going to tape my screen up there. I'm going to do that and that at the same time. By the way, I love this demonstration. Plenty of color. I'm going to grab some tape. So I'm going to be doing some videos, and those videos are going to be going over to them so they can see the technology that we're working on. That black level, invisible black technology. So out of this technology, we have a jade version, which is green. We have another version, which is blue. Those are both invisible technology or non-invisible. We decided to make them that way. We also have a red version. We have a green version, and we have a yellow version. So this technology can be put into Windows for advertising, watch movies off of it, game off of it. It does absolutely everything. Go outside with them too. Again, as you saw in the demonstration, they can operate at 300 lumens outside. They can absorb sunlight at 50 lumens. So yeah, we are building the most powerful screen. Back. I'm gonna go grab that tape. I want to bounce it off that ceiling on the next one. So it'll take me a minute to get back. Man, this is going to be fun. This is why I explained that talking about ambient light rejection technology, you have to know what you're talking about. Don't just be making it up. Gotta back this stuff up. It's a crucial part of the screen besides black. I'm gonna tap right while I finish this. Oh no, get tape first. Build this, get stuff ready. I'm gonna make me another rail system. Oh yeah, because we need the tape to do it. We can build that right now. We can really put that together now. So let me see what I need here for this. I need screen paint for it anyway. What was that thing? Jaguar bird. I hate when I organize stuff. I stick things way in the back. Way in the back. Release that right there. And what else we need? Glue. Got glue. Glue, glue, glue. Oh, they're taped. I don't care. I need to get this processing done. Okay, what do we have in the glue gun? We got the stick hanging out the glue gun, maybe. Let's see what we got going right here. Yeah, okay, we got a stick hanging out the glue gun. Okay, cool. Alright, I'm gonna put this in together now. That's enough for that one. Okay, cool. I'm gonna grab this tape. Put this in together. Let's see what we can do here. I want to expand my screen size. I'm going to bring in the 235.1. I want to get a wide screen display on here. And then for the top area, I'm going to bring in the bigger panels. I like this demonstration. This is actually a very good one too. Plenty of color, lots of skin tones, tons of contrast. Definitely going to be using a picture demonstration. widest piece of tape I've ever seen in my life. The widest tape. Look at that. It's not even 2, that's 1. I've never seen tape this wide before. I'm gonna go back and get 4 of these. I never made them this wide. That works. Alright. I need to go in and put this in the refrigerator. I'm not going to get right now. So it doesn't matter. I'm right now. So, I like that OLED demonstration. Who has this? Yeah, they have a. That's good. I like that. That is a very good. Usually they have too much of this and too much of that, but that's actually perfect. Perfect. We'll go back to that. That's a perfect color. So the one we showed that sat in front of the monitor, I ordered a 40-inch monitor coming through. We have a screen that we're going to be designing. It's called a hologram, and the hologram is going to be the one where you're going to have objects on your monitors. Operate on low-end projectors. Let me see. I've already finished my other screen paints. I'm completed. Gamer is just about done. It's time for me to start working on my 2026 technology now. This is the screen. The black screen they love. They like the black technology. They like that. This is the one they were staring at the most. It's already pre-coded. And that stuff. And that's what they asked us with this stuff patent. We got already applied for all that stuff. We gotta wait. Government takes a very long time to get stuff back. That's why it's not going anywhere. And wait for all those copyrights and everything to come back. Copyrights, patent pending, provisional patents, trademark secrets, all that stuff we had to apply for. And they required, that's why we had to apply for the license, because the program that helps companies funds them millions of dollars so their companies can flourish and grow. Requires that license. So we already went and got the license already. You know, we talked about that. So yeah, this will give us outstanding grants for our company and any outstanding grants we need for research and development. So before they have to come down and see your screen. You don't watch on the video, but still to be skeptical about the video. You have to see it for themselves. See if I can build a halo system. That's what we're doing right now. I need one that wiring going on. It's nice and there, but I need it straight, man. We're going to be expanding this. You have the wide enough tape to do it. Okay, we just found scissors, and yes, we just lost scissors. There was one point in my life when I started my company that things got so stressful when I had Jason one, I literally thought about selling my company and just walking away from it. It gets stressful, it does. And I was going to make that decision to walk away from it. I'm glad God didn't let me. I'm going to do what my buddy's doing. When I get my new place, I'm going to get me a bigger, I want a big window. And I'm going to do what he's doing. He's doing a 22 screen panel system at 48 by 96. He's having installed it. This thing is going to be insanely moving. He lives up in a big old condo. He wants to be able to see or outside of this window, have all that natural light push in. You don't want to lose anything with blocking up the windows with a projection screen. You want all that light to be pushed through. Damage mice over here. And pretty soon that'll be finished, because that's the pot we're building, the PC pot we're building, to put the screen up there to show off the flex. I'm going to work on this. Get this completed. Taco's watching the screen. Can I just whistle on your tacos? Look for popped up in there. I'm happy. I needed that. I needed that. Kind of felt like, I've been defending my company for so long that someone just finally said, hey, war's over, buddy, you won. Time to go back home. And I just see myself dropping all my armor, dropping my weapons, and walking back home. Time for me to leave. I'm done. I fought my war and I won. I have my trophies of victory right under my desk. I've conquered screens, everything I had to do. I even conquered sunlight. So now the next stage is investing money in marketing, enterprising, and displaying this technology to give it the most maximum exposure we possibly can. And we're eligible now for all grants, anything we need. Anything they say we need, let them know. So I need warehouse room, space. We need a building. So we can build bigger toys. Because they see the potential in our technology, what it's going to do for the city. Allentown will be the first city to have what I brought up, a black drive-in theater. The first black theater projection screen. Now, I know other people may think at the end of the day, well, you could do the same thing. But we have the testing to back up, years and years of testing to back up our technology to do this. And I've had people go in and rush and paint a wall all black, thinking they can mimic the same thing. It didn't work out for them. How much money it takes to paint a screen of that caliber is a lot of money. So you'll spend thousands of dollars painting something black that we can literally just draw into and pour a higher white level and better color in that screen. Won't work the same way. It's not that easy. Someone tried that already, remember? Somebody tried to come on YouTube and try to prove at the end of the day that they can make a product equal to us. They could do the exact same thing, that everything we were doing was mumbo jumbo. We didn't know what we were talking about. How did that work out? And they're getting cancellations from that person twice. So it shows they didn't know what they were doing. Like we said before. Let me get the rules for this. Convert this black and we're not going to rail on this. What are you doing, Mrs. Taco Bones? Taco Bones! Taco Bones! Where are you from, Taco Bones? What did you do? Have me Taco Bones. I don't know. Taco Bones. Where's Taco Bones? Explain a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo on camera and blah blah blah. That wouldn't be the first time I've seen people do that, and it probably won't be the last. Use some of our gamer paint. And like I said, they don't know too much about black diamond and elite screens, so they bump into one. Most people just know white screens. That's it. It's a white screen. That's all they know. So we do that stuff online because it's required. If we're going to any forum sites, we have to be able to take out those screens. But most likely, when you're out here, they don't know it. They won't even bring that up. It comes down to white screen. What's the comparison you're going to get on white screens? If they ask for more than contrast, white levels on a black screen. They always ask for it every single time. They know the screen can produce a black level. It's black. It's going to ask for your white levels. That's why you're developing a black screen. One of the tests you're going to have to do is a low lumen test, a maxed out environment. You have to stretch the screen, and you're going to have to do it at a distance throw to show that you can still maintain a high enough white level to be able to read next to a surface that's actually white. You can't have one demonstration and say, oh, I did it one time. You need tons of those things, which means you have to do it again on ultra short throw. How does it react? Ultra short throw outside. How does it react? Pico projector outside. Venue projectors outside. All types of projectors. That's why we have such a large collection of projectors. You got to test it on all of that. If you do all your tests on ultra short throws, what happens is an ultra short throw is a cheap projector. You're too close to the screen. Way too close. So if somebody pulls it back on a long throw, watch the reaction. As we saw in the guy's demonstration who had an Optima projector with a $500,000 to $1, his screen suffered. Where if he had an ultra short throw, it did much better. Because someone's used to doing a demonstration on an ultra short throw. They don't really know the impact of what happens to a screen when you do it at a long throw. It changes by a lot. The projector's not there anymore. It's too far back. Is ultra short throw compatible? Every screen's ultra short throw compatible. House paint is ultra short throw compatible. It picks up on an ultra short throw. The problem you're going to have is your quality. How is your quality going to pick up? Doesn't make a difference what ultra short throw you get. It really doesn't. You're still going to have to read 100% black, so it doesn't make a difference. You still got to read it. I don't care what you buy, an Epson, you buy a Samsung, LG, it don't make a difference what you get. They still have to read black. That's what that'll come down to. We're going to design our frame. Our frame is going to be see-through PVC. It's invisible. I'm actually looking up some stuff right now. We need it very thin to build the frame and structure, and we're going to be able to attach the tiles to it. So I'm waiting to. I want that clear. When I saw LG do that, I was like, oh shoot, we can do that. Got it right there. And I was impressed. Nice technology. Especially coming from a person who had old TVs back in the day with the rabbit ears. That's a huge step in technology right there. So, yeah, I respect it. Expensive. Very, very expensive screen to have. I'll be taking that outside. I think we put too much. That's way, way too much. Alright, we'll make it work. We're just building a prop that we need. So we can put our lights on to the bottom of this. Now the blue version we showed off has an invisible part to it. That allows us to make these really cool fish tanks, virtual tanks. We got a request to install a virtual tank in here. I'm gonna put one in the lobby for them. And my buddy is going to develop the program that allows the fish tank to pop up, and then when it goes into a small little commercial, it shows our advertising for our technology and it goes back to the fish tank. So we can advertise these virtual tanks anywhere we want, and our advertising pops up in between that. One thing I do like about the AI, having that AI, artificial intelligence, explain to customers what it does. It's going to be a pretty cool AI. It's going to pop up in scuba gear. It's going to explain what the technology does and what our company is all about. And that technology will show up in all types of office buildings, displays for lobbies and hotels, advertising our technology. So the next step now is exposure. Get the technology as much exposure as possible. That's why I go back and I check out these inventors. I look at the struggles, the hardships, the depression, all the stuff that they went through to fulfill their dreams. You know, you heard me on camera get upset? Yeah, I got upset. You're darn right I got upset. I put a lot of work into what I do. I build my props, I build environments, put a lot of work into it. There are days when I get on camera, you have no idea the condition my body's in or what I'm going through. This whole screen over here, I built that when my mother passed away. The day she passed away, I came here and started building. Because that's the type of person she was at the end of the day. But keep on going. That's what I did. I finished it. Will I make it for companies only? Chances are probably no. Why? Because I set out to do something that I wanted to do. I wanted to make something affordable. That's what I wanted to do. Why people get frustrated. How many times that Da Vinci basically gave up on basically painting the ceiling? Painting that ceiling? How many times he gave up? You ever watch the document of this? It's frustrating. Man was getting paint in his eyes and all kinds of stuff. And it was crazy, but he wanted a lot of stress. Paint that ceiling, a lot of sacrifice. That's why I appreciate the hard work that people put into their products when they actually put hard work into it, not fake it. Because I'm going to get paint on my hands, doesn't make a difference, right? That's why I like to study history. Most I like to study its inventors. I like to study and see, I was going to smack my pants with that, what it took to get to that point. They thought freaking William Penn was a nut job when he said he was going to bring electricity from the sky and use it to power a building. They were like, yeah, right, buddy. I mean, you know, you invented some stuff, but I think you're taking it too far. He did it, didn't he? Yes, he did. Man, he took the risk. Talk about taking the risk. I think I'm going to watch that documentary again. Talk about taking the risk. Sheesh. That's crazy. We did it. Imagine how crazy that must have been to go out there in a lightning storm with a copper wire and a key to do that. Man, that's something right there. Well, you know, when you're passionate about what you do, kind of like have a habit of putting your life last. And people just say, oh, it's a light bulb. That's basically right. It's more than just that. You have to see the mind of the inventor, what he went through to get it done. All right. Surfaces, we got our whatchamacallit painted. Taco's over there chilling like a villain. Are you chilling like a villain, Taco? Chilling like a villain. So we'll finish that. That is already completed. Get a fan down here to quicken the drying time on that. Look at you chilling like a villain. Chilling. Uh-oh. Go on. Nice. He was serving the wine before its time. I also have to remind myself that we're going to move on to our next stage. I'm going to advertise my products to the next level. And the next level is being advertised out here. And that's where I'm going. I'm probably still going to be online doing business, but as I said before, this is a whole area we have not tapped. And this is what I was trying to explain to people way back that we gave contracts to be able to sell and market our products, that you had an entire vast area to make millions of dollars advertising and selling our technologies. We don't issue those contracts anymore. We do it now. You know, you get to a point where you try to get people to do things and they slack off so badly that you get to a point you're just better off doing it yourself. And that's what we went through. People we gave contracts to did not know the value of what they had in their hands, and they slacked off horribly, and we had to drop their contracts. You won't get those contracts back anymore. That's when you realize it's better off doing it yourself, and that's what we're doing. We'll do it ourselves. Just imagine if you stuck with those contracts, what you would have today. Let's put it this way. Put it this way. Keep on this way. Keep on this way. So the light system is going to be frustrating. It was so frustrating doing contracts with people. Oh my goodness, it was frustrating. The excuses. Oh, so many excuses. It gets to a point like I'll do it myself. I'll definitely do it myself. I'm done. I can't do this mess. I had a guy come in and completely write our entire contract for us. Rewrote our contract. So it would benefit him on so many levels. We would end up working for him. Literally, we wrote the contract. A wide piece of tape. Jeez. Now it's frustrating. Extremely frustrating. Peachy. Can you get that over there, please? Yeah, that was me. What is this? That was me. Scissors drop through, lose them, never find them again. That's where I'm going, yeah. Don't be nosy. Don't be nosy. When he put that screen up, he went over there, go over there and see what's going on with that screen up. What's that? What is that? I gotta know, what is it? I gotta know. I have to know. We're going is putting a prop behind it so it stands out a little farther because the box does tilt it a little bit on a slant. So making better table legs. It stands out a little bit better. And we're using clear shot glasses to do it. Let her transfer down. Ooh, Tucker's making biscuits. Biscuits, people. Let's make a conjunction box. We're going to need one of those to hide the rest of that cable in too. And keep it nice and dark over there until we actually extend it. And make a nice little conjunction box. We'll put everything away. That's it. Bring it back out again. Air on this. Getting cooked. And we're doing our screen, using screen paint for this. I got movies that I put aside to watch, and I haven't had a chance to watch them yet. I'm going to take the time out. I used to do that, make myself watch movies. Person who developed technology to make movie screens doesn't even watch movies because he doesn't have the time. I barely get a chance to enjoy my work, so I'm going to make myself do it. Make myself watch a movie. Make myself go back to watching cartoons. I miss watching cartoons with cereal. I haven't been to the art museum in a while. I haven't been to the art museum all year. I'll show you a box. It was rainy and cold, and we had to be out to take care of something. And tomorrow, hopefully, if it's not raining too much, I'm gonna go pick up the tank because I do want to do some demonstrations submerged under some water. So the stuff is submersible. I'm gonna play around with that stuff. Ah, you're just determined to jack me up, aren't you? That shot work. Been waiting all freaking, actually since last year, to get Nitro Express. I played it that one time and that was it. Haven't had any time to play the game. So we're going to make a little box to hide the rest of the line into until we expand the screen even more. I love when old people have that sense of style like that. Like they've been in the fashion for a very long time, and it's still with them. I like that. Yeah, that's gonna be a beautiful screen. I can't wait to get mine. Yeah, we're gonna make it available for customers. We are. That's just one of my frustration points, people. I'm a human being. I have them. I have days where I'm upset. I have days where I'm depressed. I have those days where I'm human. One of the things I've taught myself is to express how I feel. And the reason why I did that because that's how I got in trouble. I didn't tell anybody about it. I kept it to myself. It got overwhelming, and I exploded and blacked out. And caused all this damage, and that's what got me in trouble. I never told anybody anything. I teach myself now to express myself and talk to them. It's very healthy. Whether the person listens or not. And yet, in the end of the day, I have Jesus. I talk to him all day long. And everything, other problems, everything I have, he hears everything I talk about. You know, people sitting there saying there's no one listening to you. God's listening to you all day. Christians are supposed to not get upset. We're human. What part are we not human? Ugh. Try our best to be more like Jesus, but we're still in a cursed body. We're human. When Moses went through all that stuff, the children of Israel, they drove him crazy. They did all kinds of crazy stuff. They drove him crazy. He got so mad, he struck this rock. God told him to talk to a rock. He struck the rock. He was so fed up with those people down there, like, my goodness, man, like, it doesn't make a difference, man. We just, all these miracles, and they still fussing. Still complaining. Not saying not all of them. Because remember, mind you, I hope the dog's dancing. That's definitely AI. I mean, you think about it. Let's all look at it. Third leg of the tail. But yeah, they were slaves. They were beaten, tortured. Some of them were crushed in between those huge blocks. They built those pyramids. They couldn't care less about them. They were just sheep for the slaughter out there. Don't feed them. Okay, all kinds of horrible things to them. And then Moses goes out there and rescues them and saves them. And they leave out rich, super, super incredible, insanely rich. They had gold pieces back then. They give them whatever they want and let them leave. And the people gave them whatever they wanted. They left out of their rich kings. From slaves to kings. You just watched it rain fire from heaven. You watched frogs plague the earth, mosquitoes, locusts. You watch the destruction happen upon this ruler. And then you watch the angel of death come in and take all the firstborn. You watch the sea open up in front of you. You walk through the bottom of the sea. You watch Pharaoh get destroyed, crushed, destroyed. This great man of all this power, gone, just like that, in his armies. And yet they still complain. And then you get to the point where he has to go to the top of the mountain just for a couple of minutes. He's just up there talking to God. And what are they doing? Took the very gold that was given to them as a blessing and melted it down to make an idol to worship in front of God. Good gracious. Yeah. I'm surprised we're still here. I really am shocked we're still here. I'm shocked we're still here. I'm surprised he hasn't wiped this planet already. But you know, you got people that go into church and they steal from God. They sit in his house and they talk about the Lord and this and that, and they steal from him every single day. They buy fancy cars and planes and, you know, they go on vacation with God's money. The dumbest thing the devil will ever tell you is God can't see you. That's the dumbest thing he'll ever tell you. You saw him. Isn't that interesting? He saw the devil when the devil was trying to take over heaven and threw him out. So if he saw Satan himself, what makes you think he can't see you? But the devil will tell you that dumb lie. Go ahead, nobody will see it. Nobody will know. Yep. Taco's down there having an epic battle with the fish again. What is going on with you and the fish? They draw a cartoon about you and that fish. Alright. Epic, never-ending epic battle between him and the fish. I had my buddy draw up a cartoon on Taco and the fish. We can put him in a samurai outfit. It's a never-ending battle with a fish. Fish challenges him every freaking week. Right, Taco? There's Taco-san. Taco-san! Fear some dangers. Taco-san. Incredible speed. Runs with the speed of 1,000 taco kitties. 1,000 taco kitties. Alright, I gotta build this part. And scissors. We literally... Oh, I just dropped scissors somewhere. I know I heard them drop somewhere. We didn't pick them up. actually didn't pick them up. I never heard them drop. Scissors tackle. Later, I picked that. Yep, they're gonna drop right here. I knew someone said pick up the scissors. Gonna drop them. We're not gonna be able to find them. This doesn't have to be neat. Just have to hide that wire. Ouchies. Summer wind, I'm blowing in across the sea. Ladies there, you cut your hair and walk with me. Bottle back. Where's oh, okay. There we go, people. That's and behold. I guess a light hidden, and that's it. Okay, I'm finished. Presentation is everything. Here it is. Literally. Sit there and that 250-inch screen, that was not an easy screen to put in. It really wasn't. I mean, easy if I had a frame to go there. You couldn't put a frame in there. The screen had to fluctuate because when it hit the side of the house, it shook the house. The 180s did it. They made the house shake. So I had to make the screen so it was flexible. It flexed a little bit. And the wind struck it. And I remember sitting there, laying there, knees soaking wet, and freaking there laying on a piece of plastic on the middle of the floor to get back up the next day, covered in sawdust, dirt, whatever. Go right back out and do it again. Laid on the floor and prayed and asked the Lord, how am I doing this? How are we putting this thing together? It's fighting me. Put cinder blocks, he lifted up the cinder blocks and threw them halfway across the backyard. I was like, oh my goodness, that's not gonna work. And I got the idea for those heavy corkscrews, and they worked out fantastically. Now I had to turn around, I had to take the 16 bolts, put it all back in again, reline everything with each individual bolt. I put those things in by hand. Put them in by hand. Never forget that, man. Put that screwdriver through there and put them in by hand. And then I had to tassel the string just enough. So the string was actually slightly on a slant this way. So when the wind hit it, it straightened up. And since the the driveway, air constantly flowed through there, it kept the screen just like that. That's why the screen never fluctuated much. I had it tighten like a sail on a boat. I had to figure exactly the correct angle so it doesn't push too far out and throw off the keystone. That's a lot of freaking work and math to figure that thing out. And I finally learned it. Once you learn it, you'll never learn it ever again. Now I know how to do one. Let's not forget the mosquito factory that we had to deal with out there. Keep eating live when I was doing all that stuff. Nope, got it done. Epic battle between good and evil. The long battle against the taco kitty versus the fish. Choose you, Catachu. Time is meant to be wasted. Come back until you get it right. Don't waste my time. Don't even bring it to my attention. Time is not to be wasted. You want to hear the if ands and buts, whatever, you figure it out. Of encouragement. Get it done. That's it. Best way. I felt. Some people thought, oh, that was just proving artisan. Teach you how to figure it out. A problem solving. You go through life. Your life is nothing but one big puzzle. That's what you'll be doing. You'll be solving problems and all kinds of stuff to the day you rise, to the day you basically pass. Kinds of freaking figuring it out. As long as believe in that whole hold your hand stuff. I don't believe in that. Nope, never figure it out. Don't figure it out. That's what we learn from life. Battle cry. That's your battle cry. I'm gonna do it short on this one. Somewhere on me. Okay, buddy, you can't get that together. I gotta take it from you. You're doing too much. I don't care. Is there a problem? Then ask you talk back to me. How dare you talk back to me? Are you having a battle with your fish? We'll have another one of those discussions again? Huh? What did you talk to him? Be his friend. Come here. Rawr. Weirdo. He's already talks back to me. Don't you even think about it. Yeah, I'm watching you. You really want to push that button today, young man? Those you don't know, Taco likes to clean himself on camera. I'm not going to wait. I don't have time. I'm not entertaining. I got so much. Come on. Start. Move, come on. Buddy boy. Inside. Let's go. I know you. All too well. Not doing that nonsense. I know him all too well. Same thing like sitting there for the even. I've never had that problem with him knocking things off the table. He doesn't do that. But it's like you sit there and say, "Don't do that." And they'll just look right at you. But think about it, and they'll slide right off the table slowly and look right back at you. We definitely got to get some pictures from this thing. Now, what you're seeing at the top, those are the shot glasses. I have to say, there's some pretty cool looking glasses. Those were some pretty cool looking glasses. Yeah, this thing's going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be absolutely amazing. What this thing's going to do at 100%. Oh, we still have 15% on this thing. This thing's going to be incredible. Alright people, got to do a short on this one. I got to broadcast this to my other channel so they can see this. So, hopefully by the middle of this week or whatever, we get time, we're going to expand this thing. We're going to make it bigger, way bigger. We definitely want to do more research on this. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for your time for coming out, and